One of my best players so far is Oh Hyung-gyu.
At
His
Celtic.
talent and his attitude is perfect. And when I first met him when he was 17 years old, still at the time also he had a good attitude. Also, he want to be a best, like because when I watch Holland, Hyung-gyu is kind of character like Holland. Many people say that Holland looks like a very, how can I, selfish and very cocky, but it's in a good way.
Right.
Hyung-gyu was like that. He's still like that. So I really like Hyung-gyu now play in Europe, because in Korea sometimes suppressed this type of player. Yeah, you are young, so stop like that in Korea. So I'm happy. But by the way, football coach, if meet this kind of player, don't teach them. Don't teach them. Football coach must guide them. Just a top down, no top down control. Yeah. Top down guidance. But when coach are prepared well, he can guide the player. But if the coach not prepared well, he just teach because he is in hurry. So I want to be a football coach who can guide the players.
Guide players, what I found really interesting when I was speaking with Hyun-gyu, I think I interviewed him about 3 months ago or so, about 3 to 4 months ago. And what he told me that was really interesting was, because I asked him about adjusting to life in Scotland, because it must have been a big transition for him, because he moved to Scotland in the middle of the season, in the middle of the European season. And then, he was thrown into a situation. This is a team that was competing for a domestic treble in Scotland. I asked him how life was like for him, adjusting to life in Scotland, after you've lived all your life in Korea. Yeah. And what he said was, I actually like it better here, because my personality, people always said that I'm a strong character. People always said that I have a really strong attitude about myself. I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, like especially in Korea. But what he said was, but because I am that way, I actually think I'm a better fit here than maybe definitely. I was in Korea.
Yeah, because Hyung-gyu was also player in Sangmu military service team. Yeah. At the time, I had a phone call with him. He was really depressed. He was depressed because many because Sangmu team, you can imagine older, yeah. And always I said, Hyung-gyu, don't forget yourself. Sometimes I sent pictures of Holland. And also between Hyung-gyu and me, I call him like a Thanos. Because Hyung-gyu looks like a Thanos. He has a character like that.
Yeah.
So I really I'm really happy to see that Hyung-gyu is there.
Sure.
Increase his potential, And also his father was really nice because when Hyung-gyu was young, his father was really humble. He always tried to guide his son rather than you are the best, so you must go. His father was also in the right track, and always very, how can I say? Sometimes very, how can I say, like a tiger, So, but Hyung-gyu followed his order because his father was right. Also, Hyung-gyu want to improve himself. The relationship between the son and the father was also really good. Good.
No, he talked to me about his father too. How much of a motivation it was, because he told me that his dad was always like, you have to do more, you have to be able to do more, and also for you may be one of the better players in Korea, but for you to be a competent international player, you have to think faster. You have to play faster. You have to improve as a player. He was always pushing him to be better, and I thought that was really cool when we were having our conversation. So okay,